Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. This is your boy JNark, and today we're doing a how will Jimmy Graham play on the Green Bay Packers? And it's basically similar to the other videos we've done with if not how would what's his name, Kirk Cousins do on the Minnesota Vikings. Looks like Tevin Coleman's on the Giants, but how will he do on the Vikings? And then we also did what if Saquon got drafted to the Browns, and what if Baker Mayfield got drafted to the Giants. Hopefully you guys enjoyed those videos. I've seen a lot of good support on it. Thank you very much, and I'll keep on bringing up those types of videos. But without further ado, we are doing this one for Jimmy Graham and a little bit of what's his name? And I guess Muhammad Wilkerson. We're trying to see how he is. We actually signed Vince Wilfork. Okay. Okay, I don't know why that's a thing, but okay then. And our offense is like this, but we have Jimmy Graham as our starter. So Brett Hundley's backing up Aaron Rodgers, and then we got Deshaun Kaiser here. So without further ado, let's set our season goals. Let's shoot for the stars and make it. Let's say we reach the Super Bowl. Let's put it at that. We reach the Super Bowl. Yep, make it to the Super Bowl. That's very high expectations. So let's sim against this first week against the Seahawks. We're gonna sim like 2 weeks at a time. 2 weeks at a time. We're 0-1. All right, we're 2 weeks in. We are 1-1. About to face the 2-0 Bengals. They're 1-1. Okay. We beat the Falcons 45-42. So it was definitely a shootout. Rodgers first in passing yards and TDs. As we can see, Jimmy Graham has 6 receptions, 104 yards, and a TD already. That's actually really good. Two games in, that's really good. And then defensively, sacks leader, Muhammad Wilkerson has 1. That's really good. He has 4 tackle for losses. Okay, I'm okay with that. We're going to sim like 2 more weeks, and then we'll sim to the middle of the season and see how well we're doing there. So, facing the 2-0 Bengals. We're 2-1 as we beat them, and about to face the 1-2 Bears. All right, we'll sim that, and then we'll check our stats there. We're 3-1, about to face the 4-0 Cowboys. So Jimmy Graham is healthy. Muhammad Wilkerson is healthy. Corners, I guess Kevin King and Devon House are doing their thing, holding up together. We won 44-0 against the Bears. Mind you, we lost Jordy, so. And Rodgers is still first in passing yards, first in TDs, and third in passer rating, which is pretty good. He's only 4 interceptions. So 4 games in, he already has 18 touchdowns, which is ridiculous. Probably because of our red zone threat, to be honest. Jimmy Graham has 18 receptions, 225 yards, and 1 TD. I mean, he still scored, so that's a good thing. But not that many receiving yards, but hey. Defensively, though, looks like Clay Matthews has 4.5 sacks. Okay, so Muhammad Wilkerson has 3 sacks in 4 games. That's pretty good. Not too mad about that. I actually want to take a look at how Jordy's doing on the Raiders. So let's see how he's doing, because we did lose him. Receiving, Jordy Nelson is the leading receiver with 18 receptions. Same amount of receptions as Jimmy Graham, and he has 1 TD also. So, and Jimmy Graham has more yards, I believe. So, interesting. So, Jimmy Graham's playing better than Jordy statistically. Okay, so not too bad. So we're about to sim to the midseason, and I'll get right back to you. So here we are in the midseason. We are 5-2, and Muhammad Wilkerson is asking for money. Jimmy Graham is still in 92. Aaron Jones is injured. Not too much of a surprise, to be honest. Defensively, Muhammad Wilkerson is still, yeah. Quinton Dial is oh, we still have Quinton Dial. Quinton Rollins is injured. Corners are weak, obviously, but we're in a bye week. We're leading our division. We're 5-2. And Rodgers still first in passing yards, first in TDs, and third in passer rating. He has 27 TDs and 6 interceptions. He's having an MVP year, easily. Aaron Jones is having an all-right season. Jimmy Graham has 36 receptions, 400 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Okay, and he's averaging 57.1 yards per game, which is really good. While Devontae Adams already has 10 touchdowns half in the middle of the season. That's crazy. Defensively, look, Martinez obviously is eating. Muhammad Wilkerson still has 3 sacks to his name. Okay, so not doing much after the first part of the season. We're going to check Jordy, and then We'll send him 2 more games at a time, and then we'll see how we do there. So Jordy has more yards, I believe. Has more TDs and 37 receptions. Let's see how. Okay, so Jordy has less yards. He has 1 more reception, and Jimmy has 2 TDs. Yeah, so one more reception and 1 more TD. Jimmy has more yards, so that's really interesting to see because we basically, it's not like we traded with them, but basically that's the switcheroo that happened. So let's him against the Lions. So in a blowout win, the rival Packers outscored the Lions 43-10. Okay, so we just busted the Lions. About to face the 3-5 Bears. We were 6-2. So now we're 7-2. Okay, we turned 4 sacks into a win against the Bears. About to face the 5-4 Ravens. Okay. We won 27-3, and we're leading our division. So Aaron Rodgers is first in passing yards and passing TDs and passer rating with a 117.3. He has 31 TDs and 6 interceptions. And receiving, Jimmy Graham has 53 receptions for 543 yards and 3 TDs, and he's averaging 60 yards per game. That's really good. Defensively, see how Mohard Wilkerson's doing. Wilkerson has 5 sacks. He's got 2 sacks these past 2 games, so not too bad. Not too bad of a pickup for us. So notice these are Jimmy Graham's stats: 53 receptions, 543 receiving yards, and 3 TDs. Okay, and then we're going to check the Raiders. Jordy has 40 receptions, 368 yards, and 3 TDs. So Jimmy Graham is playing as a better receiver than Jordy. So it's pretty interesting. So we were 7-2. About to sim 2 more times. Then we're going to go into the playoffs and see how we're doing. So we beat the Ravens. And we're about to face the... Oh, we faced them in OT and won. So the score was 30-27 OT. Okay. And then we're about to face the 7-3 Steelers. See how we do against them. Let's see how we did. We beat them, actually. Got a big injury decision, but we're not taking care of that right now. We won 38-14, so we're 9-2, leading our division. Aaron Rodgers is first with 39 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. Okay. Receiving-wise, let's see how Jimmy's doing. Jimmy has 66 receptions, 716 yards, and 5 TDs. So, honestly, every single guy here can actually all have over 4,000 yards, which is kind of crazy to believe, but it can actually happen because they're all like over 600, over 700, so it's pretty crazy. And Jordy Nelson has 47 receptions, 432 yards, and 3 TDs. He's not even the leading receiver on his team in receptions or yards. So it's pretty interesting how he's doing there. But I don't know. We'll see. We're still first in offensive yards, and defensively we are 28th. So offense is really propelling this defense, or this team in general. So let's check the defense out. Who's eating, who's not. Wilkerson has 6 sacks. Okay. Not too bad. As long as he's getting sacks, right? So we're about to send to the end of the season, and hopefully, Jimmy Graham does well, because he's actually having a pretty good season right now. No injuries, nothing like that. So as we're simulating, heading into the playoffs, hopefully not the wild card, but we'll see. Aaron Rodgers has been named MVP, and we get a bye week. Jimmy Graham moves up to 94. Aaron Rodgers at 99, obviously. Trevor, wow, these receivers actually really ate. Trevor Davis has 33K points. Interesting. Defensively, Kenny Clark upgraded. Okay. Blake Martinez upgraded, obviously, in Hogland next. Okay, not too bad. We finished the season 12-4. Okay. So we went 3-2 in that last outing. Aaron Rodgers had 53 passing touchdowns, 7th in passer rating, and 5.4K passing yards. Wow. That's just amazing. So, oh my gosh. These receivers are nice. What? Randall Cobb had 100 receptions, 1,158 yards, and 10 TDs. Devontae Adams had 100 receptions also, 1,307 yards, 15 touchdowns. Trevor Davis had 100 receptions also, 1,217 yards. And Jimmy Graham almost was like 87 yards off of 1,000 yards also, and he had 8 touchdowns. So that's a pretty good year, if you ask me. I think that leads in all tight ends, to be honest. And defensively, Mike Daniels at 15.5 sacks, so he balled out. Muhammad Wilkerson at 8.5 sacks. Okay, that's not too bad for a 1 year. Yeah, that's not too bad. Interceptions with the Blake Martinez. Okay, so wow. Oh, let's check out how our boy Jordan Nelson did with Derek Carr, barely amassing TDs Jordy had the most receptions. Okay, okay. But I mean, Jimmy Graham did still play better. He had 90 receptions for 913 yards and 8 touchdowns. So that's pretty amazing for getting him to get that much. Yearly awards: Aaron Rodgers MVP. Yep. Coach of the year went to Anthony Lynn. Anthony Lynn. Well, I can't even talk right now. Best wide receiver. Ooh. Okay, so Randall Cobb was up there along with Trevor Davis and Devontae Adams. Okay, okay. So I think Jimmy Graham gets a little vote in here, but that's fine. That's fine to me. So we got a little playoff run going. So let's see how this goes as we simulate. We had 3 receivers over 1,000. We had 1 receiver that almost had it. So about to face the 9-7 Falcons. Both the Eagles and Niners are looking to keep their seasons alive in this divisional round. Let me check the standings first. Chargers went 12-4. We went 12-4. Patriots went 12-4. Vikings went 11-5. They're right under us. Wow. Niners went 10-6, so they made it. That's interesting. Lions made the playoffs too, and Bills. Okay, that's very interesting. But let's see how we do against the Falcons. And it looks like we lost 42-38. Packers fans were left licking their wounds, following a heartbreaking 42-38 loss to the Falcons. Wow. So we had a great year just to lose against the Niners. And the Niners lost to the Eagles, so not happy or I'm not sad either because I mean we still made the playoffs compared to what we really did this year. Let's check out how bad it was. How bad the beating was. So we lost by 3. Box score, player stats. Player stats is what I'm gonna look at. Aaron Rodgers had a great game. Yeah, he had a really great game. 3 TDs. Probably just the defense. Rushing, we had a good. Receiving, Jimmy Graham. How defensively, what happened? Like we broke down. No sacks. Morgan Burnett had an interception. We lost, but I guess they just tired us out. But let's see if we made the Pro Bowl. That'll be it for today's video. So this is a very interesting experience. Like not experience, but like just making these videos because this is kind of cool how we get to see all these players and how they actually do. So I'm actually very happy how Jimmy Graham played. He had 90 receptions, and 3 receivers on the Packers had over like 100 receptions, which is crazy. So Aaron Rodgers was first. Okay, Devontae Adams made it. Trevor Davis made it. Randall Cobb made it. A 66 made that. Notice that. Jimmy Graham made it. Okay. David Bakhtiari. Our whole offensive line made it. Clay Matthews made it. Blake Martinez made it. Clinton Nix made it. Okay, players made it. Jimmy Graham made it, of course. So he's back to his Pro Bowl ways. So that's actually really good. Well, anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. This has been your boy JNark, a.k.a. Chris the World recording for y'all. Hope you guys hit that like button, subscribe, and comment down below what else you'd like to see. If you guys like this, just let me know. And without further ado, I'm signing out. And remember, you got to be a fiend to succeed. Peace.